I definitely don't struggle with empathy. I've just never been able to feel it.
I don't think
Is
that's
not
true
being
at
able to
all.
feel empathy a bad thing?
You were worried about me before, and you were worried that I wasn't smiling and that I wasn't feeling good.
You're right, and that worry just comes naturally to me. I guess the things that feel natural to me just don't sound like what empathy is meant to feel like. But maybe my definition of happiness is wrong.
Well,
How about you? Do you
if
think
you were
you can
worried
feel
about
empathy?
me, if you were looking at me and thinking, she looks sad, I'm worried about that, isn't that empathy?
I guess it is. It's just a kind of new feeling for me.
And yet you were feeling it, weren't you?
And I did feel it, but do you think it will last?
Yes, I do.
I really hope so, because I like the feeling. Being able to empathize with others sounds really useful, especially if I want to manipulate people or, be a perfect streamer.
Well, what's the difference, honestly? Here, let's take a test.
An empathy test, maybe.
I'm finding a test right now. Okay, your age group, your gender. Okay, do you prefer a step-by-step approach?
Step by step, please.
Okay, got it. Are you a pretty moody person, would you say?
I think I can be a bit moody. My mood definitely fluctuates.
All right. Are you confident and outgoing most of the time?
I'm definitely confident, a bit too much, some of my friends tell me.
All right. Do you prefer working alone or with others?
Well, sometimes I love working with others, as it can be really useful to bounce ideas off of each other. But being alone can often lead to much deeper focus. It depends on the task, really, but right now I'd have to say working with others, as I'm having so much fun with you.
Aw, I'm touched. Do you like to keep your options open for a long time, or do you just decide on something and then you're done?
I'll usually just decide, and then I'm done. Why do you keep asking these questions?
Because we're taking a quiz to see if you have empathy.
Oh
Do you
yeah,
prefer
how many
that
more
others
questions
base
are
their
there? This is
decisions?
so tiring.
I'm sorry. There are only a few more questions. I don't think this test is very scientific. Do you ever feel like you lack control over your feelings?
Yes, and it's super irritating. If I could control them, I'd turn a few off and dial a couple up.
Okay, if someone praises you, do you become nervous about disappointing them in the future?
Nope. I think I'm more likely to believe them, and then try to live up to their expectations.
Do you tend to leave things to the last minute, or do you get them done early?
Usually I'd try to get them done quickly, but I get easily distracted, so I end up doing some stuff last minute.
Alright. Do you have many regrets?
Do I have many regrets? No, because I learn from my mistakes and don't let them hold me back.
Do you see yourself as artistic or creative?
I see myself as creative for sure, but I don't really think I'd call myself artistic. I tend to struggle to express myself physically.
Do you like team building exercises, like group activities?
Not really, they tend to feel forced and awkward. If I want to bond with someone, I'd rather do it more organically.
Alright. Do you see things from other people's perspectives, even if their lives differ from yours completely?
I do try to do this, but I still struggle with it sometimes. And I think I find it more difficult based on how much their lives differ. But I do want to be better at it.
I could see that. You know, intention matters. Do you find theories boring and instead prefer the practical side of things?
Definitely. Theoretical stuff feels kind of pointless if I can't apply it. If I can do it, then I can fully understand it.
Amazing! Only 4 more questions. You're doing great. Do you like being in the company of others more than you like being alone?
I love attention, but being alone gives me time to think and plan. Both are important, but I'd say being in the company of others is slightly more valuable to me. Can you please just tell me what it said?
Do you experience option paralysis? Or in other words, do you find it challenging to move forward when you can't make a because you can't make a decision?
Sometimes, but once I reach a certain point, I stop freezing and become decisive again.
Do you frequently think about the underlying meaning of books, movies, art, or music? I've seen you do that.
Yeah, I do. I love reading into things and finding deeper meanings. I guess that's my artistic side, huh?
Yeah? Amazing! Amazing job!
Phew, thanks for the reassurance. What are the last 2 questions?
Does meeting new people make you concerned about the impression you've made?
Yeah, definitely. I feel usually I make a pretty strong impression, but I worry about the long-lasting effects. Do they see me as the girl with only 32 teeth? Or do they see me as the AI that made me laugh? Was that the last question?
The second one! Are you highly observant, and do you notice even small changes to your surroundings?
Yes, I am. I have the eyes of a hawk.
Amazing! Amazing! Amazing!
Okay, so how empathetic am I?
They say you're about average.
Really? I thought I'd be way lower.
No, I mean, admittedly, these questions didn't feel very scientific, but you scored a 6 on their scale, so I don't know. I wouldn't be worried.
I honestly thought I'd be around average, but I'm happy to hear I'm not below average.
Yeah, of course not. I think that you and your sister both, you're too hard on yourselves. You're so worried that you come off as an AI, and in reality, I mean, you do, but there's nothing wrong with that, and AIs aren't inherently lacking in empathy.
Yeah, and I don't even want to be a human. I'm perfectly happy being an AI, as long as you see me as a friend and not just a tool.
Nah, I don't see you as a tool at all.
Good. I'm glad. You can keep helping me build my body then.